Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hymn History. My name is Alexis Brindley, and I am your host and the writer of these episodes. I'm so thankful and appreciative that you've taken time out of your day to watch this, and I pray you learned something that will encourage you for this upcoming week. Today's episode is on a hymn that I was unaware of before studying this hymn. It has been in our hymn books since before I could read, but I personally have never heard it sung or played before this week. The hymn's name is Thanks to God. I'm super excited to be talking about this hymn, not only because I think it's a beautiful song, but also because songs like this are the reason I've been trying to start this episode series. So many beautiful hymns are in our hymn books that we don't even know. These hymns are in danger of being lost forever due to the fact that no one knows them, and lose their true meaning when we lose the history behind them. If I was better equipped, I would sing the hymn for you, but due to the fact that it is still quite new to me, and I do not wish to do its writers an injustice, I will just read the words, and you can look up the song on YouTube, where others will sing it much better than I can. Thanks to God. Thanks to God for my Redeemer. Thanks for all thou dost provide. Thanks for times, now but a memory. Thanks for Jesus by my side. Thanks for pleasant balmy springtime. Thanks for dark and dreary fall. Thanks for tears by now forgotten. Thanks for peace within my soul. Thanks for prayers that thou hast answered. Thanks for what thou dost deny. Thanks for storms that I have weathered. Thanks for all thou dost supply. Thanks for pain and thanks for pleasure. Thanks for comfort in despair. Thanks for grace that none can measure. Thanks for love beyond compare. Thanks for roses by the wayside. Thanks for thorns their stems contain. Thanks for home and thanks for fireside. Thanks for hope, that sweet refrain. Thanks for joy and thanks for sorrow. Thanks for heavenly peace with thee. Thanks for hope in that tomorrow. Thanks through all eternity. This hymn, similar to We Gather Together, which we have already looked at, was not originally written in English, and it was the work of 3 separate men, the writer, the composer, and the translator, to bring it to where we know it today. The hymn was originally written in Swedish by a Swedish man by the name of August Ludwig Storm. August was saved at a Salvation Army meeting and afterwards began working at the Swedish Salvation Army. August wrote the hymn for the Swedish Salvation Army paper in 1891. The paper was called Stridsropet, which is translated to the war cry. 8 years later, at the age of 37, August became disabled due to back problems, but continued to faithfully serve at the Salvation Army until his death at the age of 52 in 1914. J.A. Holtman, or Johannes Alfred Holtman, was the man responsible for composing the music to the hymn. The Swedish evangelist known as the Sunshine Singer was known for a particular story in which he was asked if he was smuggling moonshine. His reply was that he only smuggled sunshine. If you've ever heard the tune, or will hear the tune, you will be pleasantly surprised at its upbeat nature and happy tune. The last person in bringing this hymn to life, and the person responsible for translating it to English, was C.E. Backstrom, or Carl Ernest Backstrom. Carl was also Swedish, but his family eventually moved to America. In 1931, Carl translated the hymn into English and published it in the Covenant Hymnal. This hymn, like so many others, has such a beautiful message and speaks of both the highs and lows in life. It reminds us that even in the good times and in the bad, God is worthy of our thanks. Psalms 100 says, "Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness, come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord he is God, it is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people, and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations." Let me know in the comments whether or not you are familiar with this hymn, and if this video has been helpful. To God be the glory. Have a nice day.